Okay. All right, we will start lying down on our mats. Take some centering breath. Take long breath in through your nose. Big sigh out the mouth. Do that 2 more times. Deep breath in. Big sigh out. Last time, longest inhale you've taken. Big exhale. Soften your gaze, close your eyes. Let your breath come to a natural rhythm. So I'll talk quickly about what this week's focus is on. During the 6 weeks, we've talked about the 8 limbs of yoga. So all of the 8 limbs of yoga are building up to a place where you're able to sit in meditation. So we repair our relationships with others, our relationships with ourselves. We work on our own breath awareness, our own physical posture. So asana is the limb of yoga, which we didn't focus a whole class on because every class is focused on that. But the physical postures help us to feel good in our bodies so that we're able to sit, focus on one single thing, and be able to stay in that place of meditation. So without knowing it, in every yoga class, you're building yourself up to that place. And in most of my classes, the focal point is the breath. So following your inhales and exhales, which is a way of really practicing getting yourself to that point where you can sit down and withdraw from distractions and just focus on your meditation. So I haven't guided people through meditation often. I haven't ever really guided anyone through a formal meditation, but meditation happens in a lot of different ways. So when we open our class and we do our breath practice, that's a form of meditation. When we close our class and do Shavasana, that is a form of meditation. If you're a really big fan of hiking or walking in nature or painting, and you're in those experiences with your focus directly on what you're doing, able to kind of zone in on what you're doing and let other distractions fall away, that is your meditation also. So I, in my time practicing yoga, have gone through periods of last year for sure. I did like Headspace every day for 10 minutes a day, which is an app for meditation, to get myself to a place where I felt really good in meditation. And that was great for me. That was all I knew about how to get into meditation. So that's something that you can do and it felt good. But you can also just show up for your yoga practice every day or every other day, and that'll get you there just as fast. And if you're ever interested in learning more about meditation or how to create your own meditation practice, you may talk to me. But for today, we will do a traditional practice. And we'll let our focal point be our breath. So let's start with our Ujjayi breath practice. Take big inhales, big exhales, and start to constrict at the back of the throat, thinking about making that sound as if you're fogging up a mirror. Do a few rounds just like that. Let's take one more full round of Ujjayi breath. Inhale all the way. Big exhale. Rock your head right to left. Start to bring small movements back into your body. You can point and flex your toes. Eventually bring your knees into your chest. Take a few rocks from side to side. Hug your right knee towards your chest. Place your left foot down. Take some gentle rocks from side to side with the knee. So while you're hugging your knee towards your chest. Walk the left foot away from your body. Let your left leg be straight and resting down on the mat. Release the left hand, hold on to your right shin. Take some gentle hip openers, so just very gentle open and close, trying to keep your left hip down on the mat. You could even place your hand on your left hip. Do that a few times. Lift the sole of the foot up towards the sky. Clasp your fingers beneath your knee. Take a few rounds of breath, half happy baby, drawing your thigh towards your chest. Hug your knee again. We'll hold on with the left hand, right shin. So right knee is still in the chest. Hold on with the left hand. Setting up for a twist, open your right arm and draw your knee across your body. So as you draw the knee across the body, you are rocking onto the left hip. So you're kind of turned on your side. The right knee is on the left. Take a few rounds of breath. Come back through center. Hug your left knee in, place your right foot down. Give your left knee a gentle squeeze. Walk the right foot away from the body, straightening that leg. Release the right hand either to your hip or the mat. Take gentle hip openers, left knee open and close, nice and slow. Come back through center, clasp your fingers beneath your knee, lift the sole of the foot to the sky. Half happy baby, draw your thigh towards your chest. Take a few breaths. Hug the knee again, hold on to your shin with your right hand for your twist. Open the left arm and draw the knee across the body, turning onto your side or rocking onto your right hip. Take a few breaths. Come back through center. Hug both knees into the chest. Take a rock from side to side. And plant your feet wide on the mat for windshield wipers. We'll take it nice and slow, right to left. Do a few rounds at your own pace. Finish the round you're on. Take one more round after that, right and left. Come back through center. Bring your heels or your feet to hip width distance. Walk your heels in towards your hips. Gentle core warm up. When you're ready, well, let's take full breath in, full breath out first. When you reach your next inhale, slowly lift the hips, keep the thighs parallel, bridge pose. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, lift the hips away from the mat. Exhale, slowly lower. And do that a couple more times. Next time you lift up, hold for a few breaths. So inhale, lift up, stay there for the exhale. A few more times or a couple more times. Slowly lower the hips down to the mat. Press the low back into the mat completely. Take some small rocks from side to side to massage the low back. Lift your feet from the mat, 90-degree angle in your knees. And as you do, let your spine and your neck be long again, and then press your low back into the mat. So by pressing the low back into the mat, you're engaging your core a little, setting up for some bicycles. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, kick your right leg straight and slowly lower down. Inhale, bring your knee back in. Exhale, kick the left leg out, slowly lower down. Inhale, bring it back in. Keep going at your own breath pace. So exhales when you kick. We'll do this a few times on each side. Let's do one more time each side. Release your feet to the mat. Take a windshield wiper right and left. Bring your hands beneath your thighs. Take a few rocks and rolls. And next time you're up, make your way to tabletop. Set up in your tabletop with wrists beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. Coming into our cat-cows, we'll do this with our breath also. Inhale as your belly hammocks down towards the mat. Exhale as you round your spine. Keep going with your breath. Do that a few times. One more cat-cow. Come back through a neutral spine. Rock your shoulders and hips to the right, stretching the other side, left side of the body. Come back through center, rock your shoulders and hips to the left. Do that a few times back and forth. Come back through center, take one more cat-cow. So come back through your neutral spine. We'll set up for practicing chaturanga with the knees down. So we're going to do knees down for now. And we're actually only going to do it here. So to practice with knees down, walk your palms forward and bring your hips forward. So hopefully you can find a straight line from the knees through the top of the head. Once you're in that position, tuck your hip points in towards your chest just a little bit. Engaging the core, lengthen through the top of the head. Take a big inhale. With your elbows in towards your chest, very tightly in, slowly lower down. Take a breath when you get there. We'll lift back up again. So keeping the elbows in very tightly, slowly lift up. Try to find that straight line. We'll do it again. So we're going to do this a few times. I'll start to move with your own breath. Take an inhale before you lower. When you lower, take an exhale. When you inhale, try to lift back up. Keep going with your own breath. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. We'll do it one more time. Press back to child's pose. Let your head rest on your mat. Take a few breaths here. Come back up through your knees. Make your way to your first down dog. Allow yourself to move any way that feels good here. Walk the heels out. Settle into that down dog. Let the heels rest toward the mat as you lengthen your spine and separate or spread the shoulder blades away from one another. Take 3 rounds of breath. Walk your palms back to meet your feet. When you get there, soft bend in your knees, hang your head, maybe sway right to left. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Take a shoulder roll at the top. We'll take a few shoulder rolls forward. Release the shoulders, let your chin fall to your chest. Forward roll, right ear to right shoulder. Forward left ear to left shoulder. Do that a few times. Release in the neck. Sway side to side a little, shake it out. And find the front of your mat. So at the front of your mat, we'll come to mountain pose Tadasana, feet hip width distance. Ground down through your feet. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale to your flat back, palms to shins, lengthen all the way through the top of the head. Plant your palms, step to your plank pose. Give yourself a moment to set up in plank. So we're imagining a straight line from the heels through the top of the head. Shoulder blades are spreading here. You're pressing away from the mat. Take 3 rounds of breath. Lift up to your down dog. Get there, take 1 round of breath. Inhale, lift your right leg. As you exhale, step through, plant your right foot between your palms, low lunge, back knee down, release the toes. Slowly reach up with the arms. Take 3 rounds of breath. Sweep your fingertips down towards the mat. Heel toe, half a step forward. Next time you inhale, straighten your leg, lift your toes. As you exhale, lunge. Do that a couple more times. Next time your leg is straight, draw your right hip back. Walk your palms a little closer or your fingertips a little closer. Take an inhale, lengthen through the spine. Stay lifted or exhale, nose towards your knee. Take a couple breaths. Lift up again, press to your lunge. From your lunge, step to your plank. Set up in your plank, knees lifted or lowered. Long line of energy, 3 breaths. One thing I learned from these class recordings is I had some work to do on my plank, but I think it's improving. Find your down dog again. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step to low lunge. Lower the back knee, release the back toes, rise up when you're ready. Take your 3 rounds of breath. Fingertips down towards the mat, take half a step forward. As you inhale, lengthen or straighten your left leg, lift your toes. Exhale and lunge. Do that a couple more times at your pace. Next time the leg is straight, walk your fingertips in a little. Draw your left hip back in line with the right. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Stay here or exhale, fold. Take a couple rounds of breath. Press to your lunge again. Give yourself a moment to get there, and when you do, take your 3 rounds of breath. Press to your down dog, take a long breath in. On the exhale, slowly lower your knees, come to child's pose for 3 rounds of breath. Rock your forehead side to side. Come back to your down dog. Gaze forward, come to the balls of your feet. Step to the front of your mat. Palms to shins. Lengthen all the way through the top of the head. So feel the extension. Take a big inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach through your arms. Exhale, bring your palms through prayer. Release your hands, take a few rocks from side to side. Come back through center, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your flat back. Plant your palms, step to plank. So for the rest of the practice, stay with me for 3 breaths in your plank, or when you're feeling like your body's ready, skip it and go to down dog. Find your down dog. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, step through warrior 2. So right foot is forward, ground down through the back heel. When you're ready, stand up. Coming into the first warrior 2, see if you can find your shoulders above your hips. Send a lot of energy out through the arms. Open the chest. Take 3 rounds of breath. Inhale, reverse. As you exhale, find your extended side angle, forearm to thigh, left arm up. Send a lot of energy from that back heel all the way through the top arm. Take 3 rounds of breath. Still open in the chest. Sweep the left hand and right hand down towards the mat. Crawl. So we're crawling from the left to the back of our mat. When you get to the back of your mat, your left foot will be forward, setting up to stand to a high lunge. So come up onto the ball of the back foot, left foot is forward. Stand up when you're ready. In your high lunge, reach through your arms, take 3 rounds of breath. Bring your palms through prayer. So if you have the space, stay where you are. I'm going to move myself so I have a little more space. If you have your space, walk your back foot in just a little, left leg stays forward. Setting up for warrior 3. First, bring weight to your front foot, lean forward and lengthen through your spine. Bring your palms to prayer. Start to take weight out of the back foot. Slowly lift the right leg. So keep that length in your spine. Keep focusing on the same gaze. Send energy through the lifted leg. Take 3 breaths. Bring your fingertips down. Lift through the right leg, standing splits. So head down towards the mat, lots of energy through the lifted leg. Take 1 breath. Bring both feet down, forward fold. Bend one knee and the other. Inhale, stand and reach through your arms. Let your palms touch, come back through prayer. Lots of weight in your left foot. Slowly lift the right knee. Find your stability first. So keep your gaze, lengthen your spine, and either stay here or come to standing figure 4. So in standing figure 4, we'll bring our right ankle to left thigh, open the knee. I'm bending my standing leg. Slowly sit back, hips back, chest forward. Lengthen the spine, take 3 breaths. Slowly stand up, lift the right knee. Lean forward, kick back, right leg back. Step to your lunge. So right leg is back, left leg is forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, sweep the palms down. Walk to your right, so walking back to the front of your mat. Right leg is forward. When you're there, lower your back knee, release your back toes. Bring your right hand inside of the front foot. Heel toe that foot to the right side of the mat. So now we're on our palms. This is lizard pose. Stay here to start. Take a few rounds of breath. Notice how this feels in the hips. This is a very deep stretch and feels good staying on the palms. If you notice that you love to come down to the forearms, you can take that option, but it is not necessary to benefit from this stretch. Take a few breaths. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Coming to three-legged dog, press into your palms, lift your hips, right leg to the sky. When you get there, stack open the hips, maybe bend the knee, take a breath. Right foot down, down dog, take a big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step through. Left foot down, warrior two, ground down through your back foot. Stand up when you're ready. Arms come to a T, chest is open, shoulders above the hips. Take 3 rounds of breath. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to your extended side angle. Forearm to thigh. Energy from the back heel through the top arm. So really reach through that top arm. Take 3 breaths. Sweep the right hand down, both hands down. Crawl to the back of your mat. You'll end up in high lunge with your right foot forward, up on the ball of the back foot. Stand and reach through the arms when you're ready. Take 3 rounds of breath. Bring your palms to prayer. Set up for your warrior 3. If you need to create space on your mat, move in any way you, or any way that feels good for you. I'm going to create some space by walking back a little. If you stayed where you were, walk your back foot in a little. Hands to prayer, right foot is forward. Oh, there was a bug on me. Okay, right foot is forward, hands to prayer. Lean forward, lengthen your spine, find your gaze. Slowly stand up, lift your left leg. Energy through the lifted leg, hips are both pointing down. Take 3 breaths. Fingertips to the mat, lift through your left leg, take 1 breath, standing splits. Both feet to the mat, take a forward fold, bend one knee and the other. Inhale, stand and reach through your arms. Exhale, bring your palms to prayer. Lift the left knee. So find your gaze, lift the left knee, stabilize first. Either stay here or standing figure 4, left ankle to right thigh as you lean forward, sit back in the hips. Wherever you choose, take 3 more breaths. Slowly stand up, lift the left knee. Lean forward, kick back, warrior 3. Step to your lunge, left foot down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep the fingertips down to the mat. Crawl back to the front of your mat. Ending up in a lunge with the left foot forward. Release your back knee, release your back toes. Walk your left foot to the left side of your mat. So lizard pose, both feet or both hands are inside of the front foot. You can either stay up on your palms, or if you liked it last time, slowly lower to the forearms. Take a few rounds of breath. If you're on the forearms, come back to your palms, tuck your back toes, lift your back knees, set up for 3-legged dog, send the left leg up to the sky, stack open the hips, maybe bend the knee, take a few breaths. Eventually make your way back to down dog. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, slowly lower the knees, come to child's pose. Find a place for your head to rest, either on the mat or on your palms. Take 3, or let's stay for 5 rounds of breath. Rock your forehead right to left. Slowly sit back up to your knees. If it feels comfortable to take a seat on the heels, stay there. If it doesn't, come down to a seat on your sit bones. Take a big breath in, lengthen through your spine, close the eyes if that feels good. As you exhale, lower your chin towards your chest. Feel a big stretch in the back of your neck. And then slowly round the spine. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, round. And do that a few more times. Come back up through your seat. Take any stretches that feel good, maybe side stretches or wrist rolls. Reach for water if you like. In the next moment or so, if you're not already sitting on your sit bones, make your way there. Straighten the legs. Adjust for comfort. So adjust the sit bones for comfort. Curl the toes in towards the body. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale as you lean forward, reaching for your feet or your shins, whichever feels best. And then once you're there, inhale and lengthen the spine again. Exhale, fold where it feels good for you. And we'll stay in this fold for 3 rounds of breath. See if you can release in the neck and the head. Inhale and lengthen your spine again. Exhale, fold just a little deeper. Take a couple more breaths. Slowly roll back up to your seat. Bring your right knee in, plant your right foot into the mat. Then sit up nice and tall. Take a big inhale, bring your right hand behind you. So the right hand is behind you, kind of like a kickstand, helping you to sit up nice and tall. Use your left hand to hug your knee. So wrap the hand or arm around the knee. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, rotate your chest even more to the right, maybe gaze over your right shoulder. Take a few rounds of breath. Come back through center. Send the right leg out. Bring the left foot in. Adjust for comfort and bring your left hand behind you for your kickstand. Sit up nice and tall. Take an inhale. As you exhale, hug your knee. Wrap your right arm around your left knee. Rotate your chest even more to the left. Maybe gaze over your left shoulder. Take a few rounds of breath. Come back through center. Send the left leg back out long. Shake it out a little. And we'll slowly come down all the way to our backs. When you get there, hug your knees, rock side to side. Plant your feet on the mat wide for windshield wipers. You can bring your arms anywhere they feel comfortable. Let both knees fall to the right together. Do that a few times back and forth. Next time your knees fall to the right, let them stay and open your arms either to a T or a goalpost. If you feel that you'd like to deepen this stretch, you can bring your right heel on top of your left thigh. Let your gaze roll away from your left, or let your gaze roll away from your knees. Maybe close the eyes. Take 3 big breaths. And let your head come back through center. Set up to bring the knees back through center. Switch directions, both knees to the left. Same thing, if you'd like to stack your left heel on top of your right thigh, you can. Let your gaze roll away from your knees. Maybe close the eyes. Take 3 rounds of breath. Let your gaze come back through center. Set up to bring your knees back through center. Hug your right knee into your chest. Rock from side to side, clasping the fingers around the shins. Clasp your fingers beneath your knee, half happy baby, lift the sole of the foot to the sky. Stay here or reach for the outside of your foot. If you reach for the outside of your foot, try to draw your shoulder down towards the mat. Take a few breaths. Release your foot, place your right foot back down. Do the same thing with the other side. Hug the left knee in, clasp your fingers around your shin. Take some gentle rocks from side to side. Clasp your fingers beneath your knee, lift the sole of the foot up towards the sky, half happy baby. Maybe reach for the outside of your foot. Draw your shoulder down towards the mat, take a few breaths. Release your foot, place both feet to the mat. If you would like to take butterfly, if your hips are feeling it, bring the soles of your feet together, let the knees open up. We'll just stay here for 3 rounds of breath as well. Place one hand over your heart space, one hand over your belly. And as you inhale, see if you can send the breath to the belly, feeling it rise. As you exhale, let the belly fall. And do that 2 more times. Bring your hands beneath your thighs, slowly bring your knees back together. So last few moments of practice, if there are any stretches, poses, anything at all that you'd like to take before Shavasana, take it now. I'm going to take happy baby. If you'd like to join me, that will be a good way to close the practice. So you can again have your hands beneath your knees, or you can reach for the outsides of your feet. Whichever you choose, try to keep the shoulders close to the mat. You can keep some length in the spine, maybe rock side to side. The next moment or so, send one leg out long at a time. Set up for your Shavasana. Let the feet roll away from one another. Hands can be anywhere they feel safe and comfortable. So maybe resting on your belly, or maybe palms face up at your sides. Take a long breath in. Audible exhale out. Soften your gaze, close your eyes, release tension in the jaw. Direct your focus to gentle, steady breath, noticing how you feel. Take these last few moments of stillness to rest in your Shavasana. Let your head rock from right to left. Bring some movement into the hands and the feet. Roll off to one side, curl up into a ball. And let your head rest in your arm. Draw the knees towards the chest. Take 3 more breaths here. Crawl your hands back up to a seat. Find yourself in a cross-legged position. Close your eyes as you get there. Take a big breath in, stretch through the arms. Let your palms touch, come back through heart center. Rub your palms together. Open the palms, but keep them facing one another. Notice how you feel. Bring one hand to your heart space, one hand to your belly. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, let your chin fold down towards your chest. And take one more moment. Notice how you feel here. Namaste. And blink open the eyes. Release from your seat. Thank you, Paulina.
Thank you. Such